Let's go.
All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who may not know, my name is Malachi Wright. I am a first year, about to soon be in about 10 more days, D2 at the University of Maryland School of Dental Medicine. And I'm super excited to be making this video, which is really sentimental to me. And hopefully you all get some value out of this. My channel is typically based around dental school vlogs, getting into dental school, how to be competitive, and basically how to get into every dental school that you apply to, with some day in the life vlogs thrown in there as well, and some other stuff. So if you haven't, please be sure to check out the rest of the videos on my channel. If you're here for this video because it intrigued you, obviously you know by the title of this video that I was able to successfully lose over 80 pounds during my first year of dental school. And surprisingly, it actually wasn't even really a year. It was more so a couple of months, about 6 to 7 months. And a lot of things have ran through my mind when I was thinking about making this video, and I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you that this is like probably the 4th or 5th time that I'm making this video, because there's just so much that I want to talk about. But I decided that I'm going to make a part 1 and a part 2 to this video. So if you would like to see a part 2, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and comment down in the comment box exactly what you would like to see in the part 2. I'm definitely thinking about including my future plans, because by no means is this my end result in terms of my physique and what I want to establish for myself in terms of my overall health. But if you would like to see something specific or hear me say something that wasn't included in this video, please be sure to leave it in the comment box below, and I'll be sure to include that in the video coming forward. Let's get to the chase of it. I don't like to really prolong things. I know I was watching videos like this when I was on my journey, and I continue watching videos like this when I'm on my journey into this fitness thing. I realized that I really like to see people's before and after results as soon as I can. And I'm quite sure you all may have the same sentiments. So this is what I was looking like in July, June of 2023. I was weighing about 290 pounds. The highest I weighed in was 295 pounds, which was around January of 2023. So the beginning of 2023. And there are a lot of reasons why I got up to this weight, but to put it into perspective, for those who may not know, I had a surgery that resulted in me having to learn how to stand again, walk again, and move again. And this surgery was really debilitating. And I still have a lot of issues going on with my right leg, where I have extreme fatigue whenever I'm doing exercises or anything like that, but obviously it's much better than it was before. I'm able to move much more, and I'm not using this as an excuse, but I will say it definitely did hinder my ability to move as much as I needed to. Going into the surgery, I was not in the best shape. I was in better shape than I was coming out of it, but I was weighing around like 270 pounds during that time. And I think a lot of things really contributed to my weight gain. I used to play high school football and wrestling, and you know, when you play sports like that, like especially football, I used to play running back, I used to play fullback, but I majority played offensive line and defensive line. And when you play those positions, they basically always tell you, like, you know, you can eat as much as you want. You don't really have to worry about, you know, what you look like. You just gotta be big and you just gotta be strong. And for the most part, that's definitely not true. You definitely want to make sure you have those skills that you need to perform well in that position. Shout out to my boy Christian Haynes, who just made it to the NFL. He's on the Seahawks. I used to play right guard, but he used to play right tackle. So I'm definitely supporting you, bro. Keep going, man. I'm proud of you. Nevertheless, I just want to make sure that I tell you guys the full totality of this story. So those problems really started when I was in high school, and even before then. I was never really a really big kid, but I was always a bigger kid. So keeping all those things in mind, when I was in my hospital bed after surgery, where I was supposed to be a routine surgery, I found out that, you know, some complications took place during the surgery, and a lot of the doctors didn't really even know what was going on. But in that moment, I made a commitment to myself that whatever was going on, I was going to get back and restore my health. And if I was ever in a situation like that again, I would be in much better physical health. And God forbid I will be in any situation like that again. But if I was, I would be in much better health, and I would be taking care of myself more so. And honestly, that commitment really wasn't really enough to really push me over the edge to get the results that I have today, and that keeps me going in regards to my fitness endeavors. It wasn't until, you know, I finished my undergraduate career, I took my DAT, studied hard as crap for that, and got into every single dental school that I applied to. And when I chose to go to the University of Maryland, you know, one of the most exciting things when getting into dental school is finally ordering your scrubs. And I remember ordering my scrubs, and I remember people telling me that, figs, they kind of run small. So, I ordered a size up. And for me, during that time, I was typically wearing like an XL or 2X. So I ordered a 2X in my scrub pants and my scrub top. And I got my scrubs, and they seemed kind of small. So I wasn't really feeling the way that they were looking. I wasn't really feeling the way that they were fitting on me. So I was not really too confident in that. And I do have a video of how I was looking in the scrubs. So I would put my scrubs on, and I wasn't really feeling confident in how I was looking. So I went up size up, and that size up from a 2X is a 3X. So I was like, okay, there's no way I'm a 3X in this scrub top. So I was super upset about that. And with all those things being said, that still wasn't enough for me to make this decision and this change. It wasn't until, I really looked at myself in the mirror, and I told myself, I have this vision of what I want to be like, what I want to look like, what I want to act like going into this profession of dentistry. And for those who are pursuing anything in higher education, whether it be teaching, whether it be medicine, whether it be law, PT, whatever it is, that we put in a lot of work to get to where we want to be. And we all have these visions of what we look like and who we are when we get there. And I was not aligning to the vision that I have for myself. And I knew that. And I knew that I was the only one who could change that. So it wasn't until around August where I said, you know what, I'm going to try to make some gradual changes, because I've tried to lose an enormous amount of weight before, and it never really panned out the way that it has now. And I think it was definitely because I was trying to bite off more than I can chew. So during the month of August, all the way till about November, I just slightly started to increase my movement. I started to walk to the library to study with my friends and walk back to the apartment garage. I started to obviously go to the gym. And for those who are out here and they don't go to the gym, just know I was always in the gym. I've always been in the gym. It's just that I was trying to train to out-train a bad diet. And that's something that you definitely can't do, and something I will be talking about later on in this video. But to make a long story short, in August, I was weighing about 280, 270 something pounds. And I dropped from 270 something all the way down to about 260, 255 in the month of November. And I was super excited about that because I was moving more. I was eating pretty much the same foods, but I was just looking at what I was eating a lot more intentionally. It wasn't a day and night switch. I didn't go from eating what I was eating before to eating like salads and a whole bunch of organic stuff only. That wasn't what I was doing. I will say one of the things that really definitely played a big role in this was making sure I was getting enough water. So at least half of your body weight in ounces in water a day. I wanted to make sure that I was getting enough calories and all that good old stuff, and just moving a little bit more. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I would go on like 30-minute walks. I would go to the gym and do like an aerobic exercise for about maybe 20 minutes. And then I would do a little bit of like lifting weights, like bench presses and stuff like that. Just the typical machines that you see at Planet Fitness. I really wanted to do this journey where I was not really switching up from what I used to do, but I was being more intentional about what I was doing. So it wasn't until the month of November, when I was turning the age of 24, I said, you know what? This is the peak in terms of physical fitness for me. So I really want to know what I want to accomplish. And I made a list of all the things I wanted to accomplish before I graduate from dental school. And one thing being on that list is definitely making sure that I get my physical health right. I was thinking about the man I want to be for my girlfriend, who's going to be my future wife, what type of husband I want to be for her, what type of dad I want to be for my future kids, what type of friend I want to be, what type of example I want to be for the people in my life, to show them that this is very possible and it's something that they can do with a little bit of diligence and a little bit of hard work. So with all those things in mind, I came across something called 75 Hard. And by no means did I do 75 Hard. For you guys who know, I have a very, very busy schedule. I'm in a full-time relationship. I work while I'm also in dental school. In dental school, you're taking about maybe 28 plus or 26 credits a semester. So you're very, very busy with school. And I have a lot of stuff going on outside of school, my community service, my mentorship, this YouTube channel. So there's a lot going on, and I definitely did not have the time to really dedicate to just be in the gym for 2, 3, 4 hours a day and all these different things. So time is definitely a big thing. I decided that I was going to wake up every single morning at 6 a.m. or 6:30 and make my way to the Planet Fitness right down the street. And I wanted to make sure that I did at least one workout a day. So I would go in, I would either do the elliptical, or I would do the Stairmaster, and I would just do that for 30 minutes, high intensity, pushing myself as hard as I could, but not to the point where I was, afraid to do it. And for those who understand what I'm saying, you understand that if you are pushing yourself super hard, then you may not want to come back the next day and do it. I never pushed myself to that point, but I was a wrestler in high school. I was a football player. I like pushing myself to the point where I feel like I hit a wall and I know that I can, meet that point. So I would do 30 minutes of an aerobic exercise. Then I would go into hitting my basically my weights. I would do one set of body movement per body. So what does this look like? If I wanted to work out chest, shoulders, biceps, abs, and back, I would hit all 5 of those targets with one workout, doing 4 sets of each of that workout. So if it was a shoulder press, I would hit 4 sets of 15 for the shoulder press for my shoulders and my triceps. Then if I was doing like a back extension, I would do the back extension for 5 sets, 15 reps, all those good old things in the gym. And I would do that until I hit every single muscle on my upper body, not including my lower body. So I would do that, and that would take about maybe 25 to 30 minutes. And then that would be it. I would try to stretch whenever I could. And I just did that for the first month. And during that first month, I really wanted to challenge myself to see if I could just show up for myself just for 1 month. If I could show up every day for myself just for 1 month. And for those watching this video, just know if you show up one day, 1 hour for 1 month, and you really show yourself that you could be committed to 1 day, 1 hour for 1 month, you may ask yourself, like I asked myself, can I do this for 2? And then I asked myself, can I do this for 3? And I realized that once I got to that 3rd month, the weight was coming off gradually, slowly. You don't want to have the weight come off too quickly. But one thing I did realize is that I wanted to be more cognizant about the food that I was eating and how much of it I was eating. So this led me to starting to track my macros. I started off with a calorie deficit of around 2,500 calories a day. And right now it's around 2,250 calories a day. And I realized that I was not eating as much as I needed to when I was 290 something pounds. I was eating just one giant meal every single day, or I was eating 2 meals that were pretty substantial because I thought that I could, just outwork a bad diet. And I wasn't really knowing, or I didn't really know how much I was eating and what I was eating. I didn't know how much fat was contained in it, how much protein, how much carbohydrates, and all that good old stuff. So I started tracking my calories. When I started tracking my calories and started tracking my macros, I went to a YouTuber by the name of Goku Flex, and he has a whole bunch of clients where he shows down their client transformation, how much carbs, how much proteins, and all that stuff they were using. I use a calorie calculator, and if you just go to Google and type in calorie deficit calculator, I put in my goal, and I'll be talking about that a little later. I put in something that was realistic, something that was not going to put me in too much of a calorie deficit to where I was hungry after I was eating. I was never hungry throughout this whole journey. And from January, February to March, I started seeing more consistent results as I was tracking my macros. Now, granted, we're not all perfect people. I still find days where I don't track my macros as religiously as I need to, because I kind of have an idea of what I need to be eating. And by no means was I stopping eating pizza, desserts, my favorite foods, burgers, fries, whatever it is. I would just try to make it more at home. My girlfriend and I love this sushi place in Ellicott City that we go to all the time. We go there and get sushis. We go and get ice cream at least once, sometimes twice a week. Like, I'm still eating what I want to eat, but I'm just more cognizant of how much I'm eating it. Instead of us both getting our own ice cream, we would share one. Or instead of us both getting our own big dessert, we would share the dessert. And those small things will really grow in totality. So with all that being said, right now, today, I'm weighing about 211 pounds. By no means is this my goal for where I see myself. And honestly, there really is no goal for this process. I do want to be down to at least 199 pounds before the summer is up, because I want to set some expectations for myself. And from there, it's really up in the air. I just wanted to stay consistent. I really love the way that I'm feeling. I love the way that I'm thinking, and it really helped me clear my mind when it comes to studying for stuff in school and making sure that I'm just on track. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching this video until this point. Hopefully you guys found these images and stuff really impactful, and stay tuned for this future journey throughout dental school, but then also throughout my fitness endeavors. I definitely don't want to make this channel into a fitness channel, but I definitely want to provide you guys with the intel and the insight behind what the cruxes of this journey really looked like for me. It's definitely been something that's difficult, but also easy at the same time. You may get discouraged when you don't see the results, when you look in the mirror every single day, but definitely take pictures. I wish I took more pictures when I was heavier. I didn't start taking pictures until I was like maybe 280 and 270 something pounds, because I really wasn't confident in the way that I looked. And I understand now that that's okay. But if you are committed to transforming your body, and you are committed to transferring and renewing your mind, then definitely take pictures, because those pictures will motivate you, and those videos will motivate you as you continue on this path. And I don't want to make this video too long, but if you have any questions, please be sure to post them down below in the comment box. Please be sure to let me know if you want to see more videos like this, if you enjoy watching this video, and check out my other videos if you would like to on my channel. Again, I'm going to be coming out with a part 2 talking about more specifically what I was eating, when I was eating it, all that good old things, my sleep schedule and my gym schedule, exactly what I was doing in the gym, the workouts that I was doing, and all that good old stuff. So thank you all so much. I was really debating on whether or not I wanted to put this video out at this specific time, but I realized that it's more so of a journey than it is an end destination. And I don't want you guys to think that, oh, well, I lost 80 pounds, like this is it. This is definitely not it. Please stay tuned for future videos on these fitness endeavors and my journey through D1, D2, and all the way up to D4 year of dental school. Thank you so much again. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.